Hello, and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob, and I call myself Sensomi. And if you're subscribed to the channel, I say thank you very much. And if you're not, I say please do, it would help me out a lot. Now, it's Tuesday, and it's that third Tuesday where we get to play Manchester United. And, yeah, we're into Season 9 of this Manchester United save, and we're going to start this episode with the UEFA Super Cup against Manchester City, which is sort of a bit passing. I mean, this weekend United played City in real life and won 2-0. First game that Michael Carrick was back at United. How things are going to go with Michael Carrick, I don't know. It looked very good this Saturday, so maybe there is something with Carrick. But the thing is that so many have said that don't do the Solskjaer mistake and hire him. I don't know if that's a problem, to be honest. Having a look at this, we should be able to use, oh, they're still, okay. So we need filters. Let's go for, let's take them all in. Like that, and we're just going to see, what do we have that we want? Oh, McCarthy. Unfortunately injured, otherwise I would have had him on the bench. What else? Oh, sorry about that. A bit tired today as well. But I want something that I have faith might just become something really good in the future. We do have Tony Jenkins. Let's give him an opportunity today. Oh, I right pressed on that one. I can't do that. Okay. So let's give him Presland's position then. Come on. Let's go up all the way here again. McAvoy. Now, I'm considering selling him. I think we have him on our transfers listed as well, yes. So we are trying to sell him. So far, not having the best of luck with that. Andrew Harper, we could take him in, but you know what? I think we need somebody that can play on the right side, on the midfield. Because I think we have only Pierce there now. Looking at the players here, I don't see anybody that can play on the right midfield. So I think I'm going to be trying to find somebody that can play as a right midfielder. And I think we do have, no, he can't play at the right. That's a bit of a problem. We do have Campus. It looks like he can play as a right midfielder. No, he's a young, inexperienced player, but with a huge potential. Don't we have anybody else? Well, we had a lot of... Right, there we have Grisales. That's a player we can try there. Huge potential. Not good at his current ability. Should probably be sold. 23 years of age. That's too old to not has blossomed into the player. So there is a big chance I will try to sell him or something. Let's have a look at Alphonso Davies, by the way. Let's bring him in like that. I think we have pretty much the best team on the pitch now. It's Estevez, of course, for Morgan Pierce. Other than that, I feel like we have the team that I feel is the best. And yeah, now we're going to face off against Manchester City in the UEFA Super Cup. We won the Champions League, they won the Europa League, and yeah, let's see what we can do against them today then. Waiting for this. The teams are warming up. Take some time here today. And never press, we can do that. Dressing room, and I'm gonna go with that. Play your own game. Let's hope we can win it anyway. Skip. Here we go. Start of the game. Bellingham to Pierce. Bouget. Woodall. It's a bit laggy, isn't it? I so wish that I could afford to upgrade my computer, to be honest. But that will just have to wait. Come on. City's playing good here now. That, to be honest, that is one... Ooh, one of my dreams is, of course, to make enough money from YouTube one day to be able to update my computer. From now I might be doing it, yeah, I don't know when I will afford it next time, but going through my history of, I might be somewhere between 6 and 10 years every time I've updated my computer. And of course, if I would ever make money out of this, and my dream is of course to make us enough money to update the computer every other year or something like that. That would have been nice. But let's go back to the game here. City taking the lead is not what I had in mind. I'm going to demand more from my players. Come on, Florian. Florian. Ooh. We always want to win. I've said this a million times before. I hate every time I lose a single game. Doesn't matter if it doesn't really... I mean, if we could be at the end of the season and we could already be champions, and I can play with a lot of young players, just because we don't get penalized if we lose the game. We're still going to win the league there. But I still get very, very upset every time I lose a game. Every time. And to be honest, I don't feel very good about drawing either. I want to win. Every single time I want to win. That is, of course, and I believe most people's, or most... Ooh, come on. I think that most of the players and stuff like that in real life, I saw outside a game, mate! Oh, that was close. Close but no cigar, as they say. Come on, here's Foden. Bellingham with a good tackle there, but wasn't good enough. Ooh, here they come. Foden, he threw. Foden. Oh. Boucher managed to block that one. That was good from Boucher. Come on, United. Good one from Pierce there to... I hope... I think, to be honest, let's look at this. Come on. I think, unfortunately, one of the players that's going to get tired first of all is going to be Pierce. Let's not give a red card a yellow card. That's tough enough. And yeah, we need to do something, and I don't know what. Bellingham, Bouger. Come on. Foden. Thank you. I'm going to demand more again. We are not playing good. Stockbridge. Davis. Alphonso Davis. Come on. Give me an equaliser here. Here we go. The keeper has that one. Come on, United. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Good one. Stockbridge, Bellingham, Woodall. There's Adeyemi on the run. Adeyemi could not get that one on goal. Come on. You're not playing good. And none of my players are playing good. None of them are even close to 7. We need to score here now in order for somebody to get close to 7, I guess. Florian gets it in there, but Woodall is not ready for that one. Stockbridge. Adeyemi. Here's Florian. No. Gets it to Davis, though. Bellingham is not waking. You can't stand there and sleep on the pitch. What in God's name are you doing? I'm going to have to be a bit angry at half-time here. I'm pretty sure of that. City are playing a lot better than we are, that's for sure. Come on, Foden. Gets it out there and, ooh, we were lucky there. Bouget clearing it. Adeyemi picking it up. Florian trying to reach Adeyemi again. Here comes City again. We are not at our best, that's for sure. Morgan Pearce. Come on. Woodall gets it into Adeyemi. Adeyemi gets too far out on the side there. Pearce. Florian. Oh! Hitting the bar there. Finally an opportunity at least. Bellingham. Woodall. Stockbridge. Adeyemi. Woodall. Oh, Adeyemi. Oh, come on. Come on, United. Davis. Florian. Stockbridge. Shoots over. I wonder if they know what's coming at half-time. I'm not going to do any hairdryer situation, but there's going to be some anger here. I'm going to go for thrash my arms and get your act together. Seems like they got motivated, so let's hope for that. Come on, Florian. Loads of tired players in my team. I need to do some changes pretty soon. But who do I take out and who do I bring on? I think we're going to have to keep Morgan Pearce on the pitch because it's no game to bring on, what's his name? Miguel Grisales. But we need to do something about Stockbridge. And what do we have? Alfonso. We have... Well, we do have those two, that's all. Shaman Smith could play there. Or this one, Marcos Leonte. I don't think I'm going to use him there. I'm going to go for Alfie Divine. Let's go for Alfie Divine there. Here's Alphonso Davis to Stockbridge. Alphonso Davis, Stockbridge, Bellingham, Stockbridge, Davis. Come on, create something here. Morgan Pearce, Woodall. Come on. So Alfie Divine coming in for Andy Stockbridge. Woodall. Adeyemi. Davis. Florian. Divine. Florian again. Divine. Woodall. Florian. And oh! I'm going to demand more from my players again. Free kick from Morgan Pearce. No. He gets the rebound though. Pearce. Bellingham. Divine. Morgan Pierce needs to come off. And I think we're going to go for this one. I think he can play as right midfielder as well, so yeah. Florian Ritz or Woodall? Who do I take out? Off. Alayemi, Divine, Pierce, and there's Florian, and Florian picks it up again. Divine, here's Florian again. Gets it into Divine. Ah, come on. I think Florian is the one that has to come off, because Woodall is more, or should I say that the wingers are running a lot more than the central players are. But now we don't have any more players to be able to take in or put out, so take out and put in. So let's hope we can do something with this. Should be a bit boring to start the season not winning the Super Cup here. Bellingham, Delict. Bellingham gets it far to Divine. Divine! Oh! Now we're a bit unlucky, I must say. And yeah, loads of our players are tired. Divine trying to get it in. Did not succeed. Divine gets it to Bellingham. Divine, Fofana, and the opportunity is over. Come on, don't let Kimmich get one over on us. We know we wanted Kimmich a couple of seasons ago. We wanted him to take that right defending position that Bouget today has in our team. And I'm happy because I do believe that Bouget is going to be at least as good as Kimmich has been. And Kimmich is ending his career now. Whoa, that wasn't good. This isn't good. I know I'm getting a bit of panic here, but we need to do a couple of things. Can't change any more players. That's out of the question. Nice disallowed, thank you. Whew, but the scares, I'm going to keep my changes anyway. Both of them were offside there. So that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna let the changes go through. And let's see if we get anything to say about it now then. Alpha Divine as 7. That's good. 10 minutes to go. Come on, United. Let's get that equalizer. Davis with a throw in to Divine. Back to Davis. Crossing all over to Loriente. Gets it back to Boucher, to Bellingham. Back to Boucher. Gets it to Divine, and keeper has it. Dang it! Come on, United. You got this. We got this. Come on, let's push one in. 4 minutes of added time. I guess we're going to lose this game. Looks like it anyway. Divine with a corner. Ah, oh, come on. I can't say we've been lucky today. We've been very unlucky, as well as haven't played good enough, of course. City are worthy winners of this game. Look at that. Now we're just running for it. And the game is over. We start this episode with a loss. I mean, we don't want to see this, do we? So I'm just going to say, I'll see you in the next game. And so we're here. Second game of this episode. It's going to be West Bromwich at home. And it's only been 2 or 3 days since we met City in that Super Cup. So, looking at this here, I am thinking we do have a hard game against Arsenal to play in a week's time. So my thought is that if I have any tired players, they're going to be off the team. And we do have a couple of them, like Alphonso Davies. Let's get him off and get Warburton in. How about Fofana is a bit tired as well, so let's get Samuel Schmidt in. Mike Cole is injured, so can't use him. Let's put him Oh, let's put him there for now, and we'll... Oh, he's not registered. So I guess I am trying to sell him. I'm trying to loan him. All right. Let's see. How do we have it? Oh, look at the in the attack. Adeyemi is injured, and Andy Stockbridge is tired. So Andy is not going to play. So that's going to be... We go for Dovey. Goes to Dovey because I think he's a lot younger than... Josie Jovi is 23 and Alfie Divine is 25, so not a lot younger, but he's younger. And yeah, I'm considering now we're going to go with Verbruggen, but we can see that Karim Adeyemi is so tired that I'm not going to let him even be on the bench. And if we can find, yep, we have Tino Rainman. No, oh, come on. Him as a right defender. Then we need a left defender there, or a central defender. Do we have... We should have... What's his name? Joseph Webb. He should come in instead there. And Davis should not be on the pitch either. But I think we're going to go for some midfielder there. Do we have any midfielder? Let's put him there. Let's put him there. And we are slowly taking him off. I think we're going to go for Rainman there. Now we have Andy Stockbridge with a fitness there problem. Or whatever. Morgan Pierce. We can't... There's nothing we can do about Morgan Pierce though, since every other... Well, we could. No, we can't because he's not registered. That's true. Anybody else? We have Bouget that is very tired. Maybe he should start on the bench and give Lorente the opportunity to start. De Ligt is not that tired. Morgan Pierce is. Jude Bellingham is quite tired as well. Let's bring in Alfie Divine there. Because we need all those brilliant players to play for us against Arsenal next week. So we're going to do this as well. Florian Wirtz, Patrick Favre. Now it is Morgan Pierce, but we have nobody to take that position. So not much we can do. We have Agner, but he's... yeah, he's not ready. Do we have someone else, perhaps? No, I don't feel like we have someone else that can play on that right position. Esteves is back pretty soon, 6 to 12 days. Training, individual or additional focusing, get to general rehab now. Molan is lent out and Victor Severian is lent out, so they can't take that right position. He's injured. Not playing on the right, not playing on the right. Rowan Pressland injured as well, back in about 10 days. Let's go in training and additional focus for him as well. So that's two really good players that are out injured. So yeah, not much I can do about that, is there? So the right midfielder will have to be keep Morgan Pierce playing there. We have lowered the star rating of our team quite significant, and let's hope we can win anyway. It is against West Bromwich, so hopefully we will have good enough of players in the team to beat them anyway. Should never underestimate them though. So let's get on with this game and yeah, continuing with the rebuilding of Manchester United. And I think we've done good so far. I mean, for me, the first couple of years that we won, the real testament if I can be a good manager will actually come in this team that I'm building now. I mean, everybody knew that Haaland, Mbappe, De Ligt, Bellingham, all of those players were brilliant players. And bringing them all into the team, which I was lucky enough to be able to do. Not always you can do that. But I was lucky enough to bring all of those players into my team here. And of course I felt that that was just too good to not be able to dominate football for a couple of years with those players. But it did cost us a lot financially. We are in a more stable position now, even though we have a... Let's look at this! Oh! Verbruggen! Pearce. Dorante. Devine. Dovey. Ah, come on. Now, even though we are in a better financial situation now, we still have a long way to go when it comes to the finances as well. But as I said, the real testament if I'm going to be successful in this save or not is actually starting now, where we have been starting to build the team up from youth players. Look at that! Samuel Schmidt. Brilliant. And yeah. But because as I said, I mean, everybody knew about all of those players that I managed somehow to get my hands on. It did cost us a lot, of course. We were lucky that Mbappe, after the first season, left on a free transfer, and we were able to snap him up. That was a major signing. De Ligt, so that we secured the defense, was a major signing. And yeah, Bellingham to take control of the midfield, and then Erling Haaland. I mean, yeah, it wasn't really that hard to get that team to work and to be dominating both in England and of course out in Europe as well. We were pretty much unbeatable there for a couple of seasons. But as I said, now the tough part is coming. We need to try and build a new team that can dominate both in England and Europe as well. And that's going to be tough. Yeah, I know we're capable of even better. Come on, United. 1-0 up. We do have the lead, which is good, but can we keep this going? Ooh, looks like they're going to get us player sent off. No, he got away with a warning this time. So still only a yellow card. Here's Verbruggen. Verbruggen! Ooh! Holy smokes! That would have been such a lovely goal by Verbruggen, but it wasn't to be. That's so sad. We played okay. Do we have... Oh, we shouldn't really kept Bellingham, Stockbridge and all of those on the bench. I wanted to clear off that because I wanted them to be fully rested until the next game, which is against Arsenal away in the league. So, which is going to be the last game of this episode. So I wanted to do something. That was not good. Bad from my part, that's for sure. I should have been thinking more there. Rainman. Oh, way over there. Way over. That wasn't good. Pearce. And there's De Ligt. Ah, come on. Pearce. Long ball home to Warburton. Come on. We have played a lot better than West Bromwich, so even though we've used only a lot of, well, not only, but even though we've used a lot of young players and reserve players, we are sort of in command here. I think we're going to pause it to see if there's anything we can do against when it comes to Pearce, Divine, Dovey, Favre. Loads of tired. Delict is tired, and he's needed when we face what's the name, the Arsenal in the next game. So we're going to put in Webb there. Do we have something for Pearce? A right midfielder. We do have Anthony Woodall that is able to play, but no, Pearce, you're going to have to continue. Unfortunately, Divine, I could take him off for Bellingham, but we want to rest him as well. You know what? We don't care. We're going to take out Verbruggen, though, for Tony Jenkins. And we should really take out Pearce, but I think we're going to have to... let's put this on again. And because I think we need to go into tactics, because I think we're going to have to put Bouget in as right defender and put Llorente up there. So we're just waiting for the things to go through so we can press. Let's wait for on the pause button here. Oh, thank you for not scoring. And there we go. We pause it. Tactics. And let's move him up there and then bring in Bouget as a right. And we've done all our changes. I just remember if Esteves or Roland doesn't come back before it's time to face Arsenal, then Morgan Pearce has to play, so I can't risk him getting injured. Robertson, Smith, Costa, come on, now they are being a bit... I'm going to demand more from my players here now, because we have dropped the control of the game. Favre, Rainman, Jenkins, Tony Jenkins, getting it to Rainman, getting it to Llorente. Oh, it's going down. Nothing here. There's going to be a VAR if that was inside or outside of the penalty area. Let's have a look. Will it be a penalty or a free kick? Free kick. Let's go. Favre. Schmidt. Samuel Schmidt. Still the only scorer of this game. Let's... and I would be happy with that. The important thing is that West Bromwich don't get a point in this game. Would love it for us to put a second goal in, but 3 points is what's important. Sorry about that. Divine to Schmidt, out to Fofana. Fofana over to Divine. Divine gets it into Llorente. Back to Divine, into the cell. Rainman. Back to Divine. Dovey gets it out to Bouget. Llorente. Bouget. Divine. Bouget gets it in there. Jenkins! Tony Jenkins! 2-0 for Manchester United. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Marvelous. Hoo-ha. Beautiful strike by Jenkins. Marvelous. Come on, United. 2-0 up here. We should have 3 points in this game now. And, yeah, feels great. I'm looking forward to the next game now as well. Costa picking up that ball without any problems. Into Divine, to Schmidt, to Warburton, Favre, Dovey, Warburton, Divine. It's over. We win it 2-0. That much to say. And I guess I'll just see you in the next and last game of this episode. And so we're here. Last game of this episode. Arsenal away. Let's jump into it and see who we can use today. I think I have a couple of injuries getting on as well. Like Jude Bellingham here. So that wasn't good. But I feel Stockbridge should be back in the team, of course. And Florian. Budal. How about Alayemi? Is he? He's fresh to start. That's good. Van Bruggen out of it. And how does things look here? Roman Pressland still out for 2 days. And where's our other 4 days on Thiago Esteves? So they'll have to stay outside. Sorry. I think we bring back Alphonso Davies and Drew Warburton instead of Joseph Webb. No, that wasn't right. I did a boo-boo there. There we go. Jude Bellingham is not going to be the one playing here since he's injured. So let's keep him off the team. Having the Fofana should of course play together with Matthias de Ligt. And let's bring back Bouget so that we have Lorente on the bench to most likely take Pierce's position. We're gonna have some problems with Divine there. He's not really that good. But I don't think there's much more I can do. I think we're going to have to play like this. And yeah, let's see if there is anybody that I have forgotten about outside of the team. Doesn't look like it. Seems like we have all the best players in the team, except for Thiago Esteves, of course, then. Now, these are all young players that hopefully has a lot of potential, many of them, but not all of them. Why is he in Leeds involved in another game? Josh Waters here, or Watters. Young lad that I'm hoping a lot shall be a future star for us. And 16 years of 16 years old only, so if I can get him into the team as early as possible, I will actually try that. I feel like he could be a midfielder's Wayne Rooney or something. 16 years of age, 53 to 82 million pound in worth. So and extremely high potential. So I would love to try and bring him in as quickly as possible, but I think, well, I know I can't use him since he's played for the under-18, I guess. Anyway, let's see. Let's look upon if there's anybody else. There is Andrew Harper, but yeah, he's tired, and so on and so forth. Henry Barlow is probably one of the players that I brought in just to fill out the under-18 team. Maybe we can... I think we have the best team we can on the pitch now, except for Jude Bellingham, but I'm not going to risk him from start anyway. Maybe we'll have to bring him on if the game looks like it's going to have to need it, but for now he's going to be on the bench anyway. Let's submit the team and let's see what we can do against Arsenal today. Here we go. We're not going to go hard in on tackle. Let's go for the dressing room. Go out and impress me. I want them to win this game. Skip. And we're off to the races. Arsenal starting with the possession. And yeah. Let's have a look. Odegaard is still in Arsenal here. Good one, Davis. Here's Florian. Florian to Adeyemi. Adeyemi. Oh! That was kind of close. But not close enough. Oh, that one was headed away. Unfortunately. Florian. Florian running around with the ball here. Gets it in there, but the keeper is on it. Or maybe it went outside. I don't know, because the opportunity was over after that. Stockbridge. Florian. Good ball out to Pearce. Can he get the cross in? He gets it to Woodall. Woodall scores! It's 1-0 Man United. Yes, sirree, Bob. We're taking the lead against Arsenal here. And that feels marvellous, to be honest. 13 minutes into the game, it's 1-0 for Man United. Bouget, Pearce. Ah, come on, that was a bad pass, Pearce. There's Nelson. Good tackle from Pearce, but ends up in the possession of Arsenal anyway. I think we're going to tell them to focus. Because that's of course needed after taking the lead here. The licked long ball for Woodall to run for, but yeah, no way he's getting that one. Adeyemi gets it down to Woodall. Woodall into Florian. Florian, no, but we should get a corner out of that. Come on, Morgan Pearce gets it in there, and no. Yes, not, but it's going to be our throw in there, but yeah. So 1-0. I'm happy if we can win this game as well. Arsenal is always a tough team to try and beat. Ooh, long ball from Fofana, but yeah. Now I think in the league, on this Sunday, in real life so to speak, United is going to play away to Arsenal as well, so yeah. Even though in real life United did win over Manchester City and was actually kind of convincing, there were opportunity to score a lot more goals than those 2-0, but I still think that Arsenal will be too much for Carrick's gang, to be honest. I don't think it will go... Ooh. Oh, scheisse. I don't think it will go our way, even though Arsenal did not perform very well, I guess, against Nottingham Forest, only getting a goalless draw there. So, yeah, might be a small little chance. I'm not going to say that we're going to be overrun, but I think it's going to be very, very hard for United to get anything out of that game. Adeyemi, 2-0. But that's real life. This is where I'm manager, and here we are going good against Arsenal. Still a bit upset about the loss in the Super Cup. I of course want to win everything all the time, and yeah, I'm gonna... Okay, I can't ignore that then. Here we go. Come on, United. Well, it's the point I'm after, of course. Oh, come on. Stockbridge, Arayemi, Stockbridge, Florian to Arayemi. I think he was offside there, though. Very beautifully played by United here, but... or by my lads, but he was offside, yes. I could see that, so... It's this pass there, yes. Well, it wasn't much. That player up there almost took away that offside. Interesting. Let's see if I... Yes. I want to keep Alayemi as penalty taker. Half time. I'm going to talk to them. Yeah, we're capable of even better. Now, I am considering taking Alayemi away as a penalty taker, actually. Because he does get a lot of money for every goal that he makes. And maybe he shouldn't be getting those free money by scoring penalties. That could be a little too much, I guess. Woodall, Florian has Woodall. Needs to get a bit closer before you shoot like that, I guess. We've done good so far in this game. Oh, here comes Arsenal. Good save by Costa. I've a good feeling that Costa is the right player that has taken over after David De Gea. Ooh, Stockbridge with a good header over there. De Gea was really good for us for so many seasons, and but now we have Diogo Costa, and I think Diego David De Gea, I think he ended his career after when he left United here with me. I think he ended his career there. So I don't think he played after. Ooh, good save, Costa. I think United has had a really, under my time as United supporter, we've had a couple of really good goalkeepers. I can't remember the name of Gary Walsh was a young promising player in the late 80s, I think. He never got to be the first keeper, and Jim Leighton, and then we got our famous Peter Schmeichel. I am actually I mean, I've been since early 80s, I've been a Manchester United supporter, but the ability to find out about players at that time, there was no internet, nothing like that. You just had to read the newspapers and stuff like that in order for you to get to know what players there were and stuff like that. So yeah, excuse me for not knowing all the players in Manchester United back in the early 80s. I do remember Mike Duxbury and Joe Stapleton, and of course Brian Robson, and well, yeah, I do remember a few of them, but as I said, it wasn't as easy as it is nowadays. But we were on goalkeepers, of course, and the first really great goalkeeper, we had a lot of good, like Jim Leighton. I liked Jim Leighton, he was a good goalkeeper, but the first really great one was Peter Schmeichel, of course. So yeah, you should also remember that, or take accounting, we had something in Sweden that was called Tips Extra, and they were showing one game a week, and of course they didn't show Manchester United every week. So yeah, when I did watch football back then, the leagues, it was of course you have to look at what they showed you, and it wasn't very often I got to see Manchester United. I'm going to be honest about that. Most of my info I got about Manchester United I had to read in newspapers and encyclopedia and stuff like that. But yeah, I know I've said how I became a Manchester United supporter before, but maybe I should take it again. It was in the early 80s. I think it was somewhere around 82, because I know my very first interest in football was the World Cup 82 in Spain. I fell in love with the English team and with the Brazilian team, which later on just became the English team. So yeah, and I after that I remember I wanted a team to share upon in the English league, and so I went to the library, and everybody was talking about Liverpool because Liverpool was the dominating team in England back then, and I didn't want to be like everybody else. I didn't want to go for the same team like everybody else was having, so I just sat down in the library where I lived, and I took out, I think it was the Sun newspaper, and I opened up the sports section. I saw the English table. I looked in the table from first position and all the way down, somewhere in the middle of the table back then, it said Manchester United. Now that sounds cool. That sounds like something I could stand behind. And that's how I actually got Manchester United to become my favorite club. After that, I couldn't have it just like that, of course. I needed to learn about the club, so I just went through encyclopedias, sports encyclopedia in that library. I sat there, well, many hours looking up what was the history of Manchester United, and I wanted to know everything I could. And I was very pleased about the team that I had chosen when I read about the history of the club. And from there on, I've never looked back. Manchester United is and will always, however bad it goes for them, or however stupid leaders they will have, however bad football they will play, or whatever, Manchester United would always be the number one club for me. That's the way I'm shaped. I don't change teams. I know there are quite a few people that have a new favorite team every season, because I think this year they're going to be the team that's going to win, and this year they have another team that's going to be the best. So, but that's not me. Once I've found a favorite team, I stick with it. So let's go through a couple of things here, and yeah. And I have a little antidote story that I'm going to tell at the very end, if I remember it. Let's go through what we usually go through here. The balance, £171 million. That's kind of good, especially since we made a profit so far this month. And if we can continue to stay, even if it's just this little, if we can keep around 170 or maybe around £100 million when the season ends, that would be marvelous. But I wonder if we haven't sold a player or something. Let's say transfer players sold. Yeah, 6 million. That's not a lot, but it is some money. And we have prize money as well. That 299 is for losing the Super Cup, I think. Yeah, it was. Community Shield doesn't give anything, I think. Because... Or did we? Well, 62.5, that's not money. Not in this sense, though. Club Vision. We know all about this. Club Info. We do have state-of-the-art, and worldwide reputation. So I'm pleased with all that. Competition. Premier League. We're top of the table, but there's a loads of teams that haven't played their second game yet. So Champions League, we're not entering that in yet, so they're still qualifying for the Champions League there. Super Cup, losing that to City is something that hurts my heart. Emirates FA Cup competition begins for us in January. Carabao Cup, have we been drawn there? No, we're entering the third round, which is the 25th of... Is it September? Yeah, September. And the Community Shield, we won it, which I'm very pleased that we did. And yeah, so that's that. Games this episode, City losing, and then wins against West Bromwich and Arsenal. Next episode will be games against Leeds United away, Brighton at home, and Brentford away, all in the league. And yeah, then we have a medical centre, current injuries. Oh, we have a lot of players, 4 players on that injury list, but it's only Mike Cole that has a longer one. He's about 3 weeks. All the others is just days away from coming back. So I think we're done there. So I'm gonna go this little antidote story and or whatever it's called. It's a story about how when I say something or when I stick to something, like getting a favorite team, I stick with it for life. I don't change my mind, whatever happens. And to be showing that, I have a little story about New York Rangers, the hockey team in NHL. I remember back in the 80s, again in the 80s, and Sweden did not show a lot of things. The more I think about it, we were like a communist state with a lot of things when it comes to television and radio and all of that. So we only had 2 stations, and they were controlled by the state, and there weren't any money to bring in some NHL hockey and stuff like that. But to show the Swedish viewers, there was a television show in Sweden that had called something like the television screen towards the world or something like that. And they've gotten a deal with NHL to show one game, but it wasn't a complete game. It was only the second and third period of that game, and it was a game between New York Island and New York Rangers. And coming in the second period, it was 2-0 for New York Islanders. And yeah, I've always been somebody that could root for an underdog or something. And since they were behind, I thought, well, maybe I'll pick them. So I'll pick them And to this day, they are my favorite hockey team. You should all know that Islanders had a 2-0 lead when that second period started. And when the game was over, New York Islanders won the game with 9-0. So, yeah, and I still rooted for Rangers anyway, and I still do to this day. So, yeah, that's that antidote, or whatever you want to call it, little story. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you like, subscribe, leave a little comment down below, share with your friends. Stay safe out there, have heaps of fun, and I'll just end with bye.
Boot up the PC, my heart's in a quake. Sweaty palms gripping the mouse like a snake. Buttons mashed without a clue. In this pixel world, I'm gaming like a noob. Loading screen feels like eternity's grasp. Spawning in with hope and newbies gasp. Teammates groan when they see my name, but I'll press start again, not feeling any shame. Gaming like a noob, I'll fumble through the fight. Pixels dance around me in the glowing light. Respawn and repeat, I'm feeling right. In this digital world, I'll game all night.